Let's get into it. What do we get wrong about the gender pay gap? Let's see what's going on.
Have you personally experienced discrimination when it comes to pay because of your gender?
There's highly opinionated male energy.
Women have way more opportunities than men.
Men think that women below them can't do the job. Women are portrayed as weaker.
Do we have a woman president yet?
So today I'm out here in the question.
True. I don't think we had a woman president, bro. We almost had a Hillary Clinton, and I'm happy we don't. Fuck that bitch. What is she on Epstein Island? Ooh, dodged a bullet there.
Then I'll be asking,
I'm not sure.
Is the gender pay gap real?
Yes, it is. Men get paid more for whatever they do, and women get less for doing the same amount.
Totally agree with that.
The one thing that people forget about the pay gap, there are certain jobs that men do that women do not do.
True.
Honestly, I think it depends on the industry. Yeah, I'm a physical therapist. The ratio between male and female is about equal. And I don't really see a difference in terms of pay.
Majority of the time in a lot of corporate roles, yes. When there's higher roles, it typically is given to men.
Men are more interested in things, women are more interested in people. But also if you're a girl who happens to be interested in things, then you're probably gonna make the same amount of money.
Wouldn't the gender pay gap in your instance be explained based on individual choice and the industries that they choose?
It's individual choice that is building a system around this.
Men and women are different. It is based a lot on the choices and how would you spend your time. If you work hard, you can be whatever you want.
Do we have a woman president yet?
No, but what do you think that has to do with like the pay gap?
There's highly opinionated male energy. We have been deprived of our abilities to express world peace.
What are some...
I don't want to say that. I feel like now in 2024, anyone can express any opinion, bro. You know what I mean? You might get canceled for it, but I feel like motherfucker talking. Look at what do you mean I feel like now if you say if anyone doesn't have a voice, like you can have a voice for sure, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know what she's saying.
Rights that men have that like women don't then?
Oh, that's a really...
Men statistically get paid more than women, even in the same position of power.
Do you work like a job at the moment?
No, I don't.
Okay, got it.
Where I work, I don't.
Why he do that to her? Why he just do that to her? I'll be honest. Yo, chat, can I be honest with you? Can I be completely honest with you? Listen, I don't know if there's a pay gap. I'm not versed on any of this, but what I do know is whoever my significant other is, for sure they don't even gotta work, bro. They don't gotta worry about no pay gap. Listen, I got her. She good. If she want to work, she can, but you don't gotta worry about no pay gap, baby. Okay, I'm gonna be taking care of you. Don't worry about that, girl. You feel me? You get whatever you want. You know what I mean? I take care of you. What you like that? You like that car? That's yours, baby. Fucking tell you like that house? That's yours, baby. You can have whatever you want. Playing with me.
See it, but in general, looking at
You're saying, W Kenji. Yeah, but that's not for the most of y'all. So good luck, I guess. Good luck with your ancient men. Enjoy splitting the bill, bitch. Are you conservative? I don't know what that means, bro. That's a liberal conservative? I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just myself. I have more with my
other friends in other industries, and I knowing what they're making in comparison to what their peers are making, it's real.
So it's become an accepted reality amongst most that women make around 82 cents to a dollar compared to men.
Women were paid 82 cents to every dollar paid to men.
Let's make sure.
So it's a 20% difference?
Earn pay that's equal
I don't think that's I'm trying to do the numbers. I'm pretty sure it's 20%.
to their efforts.
And despite potential flaws in the study, there's been undeniable progress made by women, as 40% of women now make more than the median male compared to just 13% 40 years ago. But with incidents like the US women's soccer team's lawsuit for equal pay, tensions surrounding gender and inequality are higher than ever.
We've filled stadiums, we've broken viewing records, and yet despite all of this, we're still paid less than our male counterparts.
Considering conflicting studies on both sides, it's important we explore the nuance not only individually, but on a societal and global level. But in today's lack of nuance, is it considered sexist to even question commonly held truths? And more importantly, is equality even achievable or something we even want? I guess we gonna see.
I mean, I feel like some people do want equality, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people want more than the other. You know what I mean? Especially like if you got like feminists, like extreme feminists, they want all the rights. They want men to be like ain't shit. You feel me? And I'm sure on the other spectrum, you got some Andrew Tate type shit. Fucking you, mother. Get out of here. Women belong in it. You know what I mean? Like on that, I feel like there's both equal sides, and I feel like they kind of get blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? And like normal people are just in the middle, just like standing there quiet. Like it's like an awkward argument between like your mom and dad type shit. You feel me? It's like you're just sitting there. I mean, like, can't we all just have fun and be equal? Can that be a thing?
So let's say that if the pay gap does exist, right, and that employers can get away with paying women less, wouldn't more jobs want to hire more women then?
Men, especially men in power, think that women below them can't do the job as well. So that's one of the reasons they do get paid less. They want men to fill those roles because they want the men to go up in power.
It's, again, trusting men's word over women's. As a woman, you have to do more to prove that you deserve it more.
Have you personally experienced discrimination when it comes to pay because of your gender?
Yeah, definitely. Me asking for a raise would definitely impact me staying there compared to other people there.
All of this should be predicated on skill. I'm a woman, you're a man, and we go for the same job. We should both get the same opportunity. Because I'm starting to see now, people are not getting jobs because companies, they have to fill those jobs so that it looks good on their ends.
Like quota.
Yeah, quota. Case by case, it all depends.
The more complex the issue, the more important it becomes to explore the nuance. But when we look closely at the individual, are there consistent patterns that lead to success? And if so, does a person's gender really matter? In general, do you think there are differences though when it comes to competitiveness, risk-taking, and ambition between men and women in general that contributes to different pays?
I don't think
For
personality
sure, no.
characteristics have anything to do with how successful you can be in corporate roles.
Wait, really? You don't think any effect at all?
I think no, there is gonna be some effect. It depends on what exactly you're doing in the company as well.
Women are more agreeable, and sometimes they can just say, okay to things when it's actually not okay, and they probably should, push forward a little bit more.
Like for me and for some of my girlfriends, we had to personally push for like a promotion. Whereas we have a coworker who's just like, oh yeah, he offered this promotion to me. So that's just one example from like myself.
And so even in the absence of blatant discrimination, hidden barriers often exist that only some groups face. So I wanted to hear it personally. What do you think some barriers are that like women face in the workplace?
I have like friends who are scared to take like maternity leave because what if they come back and they're behind?
Sexuality. Are we getting promoted based on our level of intelligence, or are we only given an opportunity of how much we can give or those favors?
And so it's clear that women face a unique set of challenges and that in some industries it's probably even worse than others. But it also brings up the point, what barriers do men face in the workplace? Do you think there are some industries where women are paid more than men?
I don't really know.
I guess like maybe like one that comes to mind is like perhaps modeling.
Modeling, it's a tricky industry because it comes up to the status of the model. Kendall Jenner, because of her status, she is going to be getting paid a lot more.
Modeling, you have skinny models and you have overweight models. You really don't see men overweight models. Women have way more opportunities than men.
And so it's evident that the gender pay gap exists, but what's not really discussed is that it's for both genders.
True.
Female models on average earn 2 to 3
Wait,
times
no,
more
no, no, no.
than
Maybe
male
on a runway shirt. I seen a fat motherfucker on a Nike store right now. I could go to the Nike store right now and see some fat ass motherfucker in a motherfucking Nike Tech. I remember trying to shop for a Nike Tech, and I was trying to find a model that looked like me. All they got is a super buff motherfucker and some fat motherfucker. The fucking Nike Tech was so small on this big bitch. I seen the rolls. It was pressed up against his motherfucking rolls. Who the wears an extra medium Nike Tech when you're 6 foot 300 pounds? Someone get this motherfucker out of here.
It becomes even more towards the top.
Do they call you Kylie Billionaire Jenner? I mean, duh.
According to Forbes, Gisele Bundchen earned $33 million, while the top male model Shauna Pry earned $1.5 million. And it's not just the runways too. Female OnlyFans creators earn 78% more than their male counterparts on average. And when we look at the top 10% earners, 85% of them are women. And to be honest, it all makes sense. I mean, who the hell do you think is paying for OnlyFans?
True.
Similarly, in the world of fashions, with more designers focusing on women's wear, there's more demand for female models than male ones. And so although this may say something about society, women are dominating occupations that rely on one's looks. But what it shows is that no matter what gender, demand is a determining factor that directly impacts one's pay. So I wanted to ask the streets on whether there are similar aspects in different industries. Do you think then that there are some industries where women have an advantage in versus there are some...
So the one place where women earn more is when they're sexualized? That's a way to put it, I guess so, right, Witch? A good point. Damn, that kind of sucks for y'all ugly.
industries where men make more because there's more of a general interest in it.
Sports is a big thing for men. Male athlete competitions are more favored by the public.
Look at the NBA, for example. Like the WNBA doesn't get as much streamings as the NBA does because of this whole cycle of sexism.
So I guess it's also
I don't think it's okay. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's sexism. Okay, if there's a, I don't see motherfuckers going crazy doing 360 windmill dunks. Okay, they don't got no Webleys and motherfuckers. They don't got no John Morants and shit and no NBA motherfucker or WNBA. Like, what the fuck? I don't think that's sexist. I think that's just like, it's just boring to watch. It's just more popular than WNBA. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna say it's sex. I would say it is that, say it's sexism. How is that sexism? Oh, wouldn't. Oh, okay. I was about to say, how's that sexism? I feel like it's just like, it's popular. It's what's popular and what's not. You know what I mean? If there's a fucking female basketball player like AI, imagine there's a Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson, a motherfucking WNBA going crazy. I'm talking, they got videos of breaking ankles and I'm gonna be honest. She should be able to put in the NBA, but also at the same time, only if they're good enough to get in the NBA. Does that make sense? Oh, what are you dotting? I don't know about that. What do you mean? Imagine if LeBron got posterized by I don't even know a WNBA player, to be honest with you. They gonna get bodied. Don't say that, Trippy. Don't say that. You'll get canceled.
Man, wouldn't you say?
For example, like the WNBA doesn't get as much streamings as the NBA does because of this whole cycle of sexism.
So I guess it's also based on demand, wouldn't you say?
We live in a capitalist society, and therefore we value people's worth on demand. And that's
in that instance, wouldn't taking into account be the most fair way and the most meritocratic way to determine who gets paid the most or least?
Yeah, that is based on demand, and more companies will get paid depending on how good the product there is, and that hence kind of what products are popular now, modern days, And
so not only does demand dictate pay, it also provides the whole context. Because when the US,
I guess it makes sense, bro. Demand. I mean, listen, hot anime are in demand. I'm gonna be honest. There's not a lot of fucking demand for fucking anime dudes. Okay, there's a pay gap between me and the bad. Go look at some bitch right now, some anime. Okay, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Well, we got the top VTubers all. There's a pay gap, damn it. I want to get paid. F that. Nah, that's sexist. Y'all sexist, bitch. F that. I need 700 gifted subs right now, or I'm suing.
The US women's national soccer team received $4 million for winning the World Cup, whereas the men's team received $38 million in 2018. Even though they didn't even qualify, sure as hell seems unfair.
To me, it comes down to simply a matter of inequity.
But when you consider that the men's World Cup generated $6 billion in revenue, whereas the women's World Cup generated $131 million, the reality is that the women were paid a higher proportion, approximately 20% of the revenue, while the men were paid 7%.
If you want to talk about pay disparity, the women's World Cup players, they are getting much more.
So what would make it fair? Because it's worth noting that the women's team initially received an offer for a performance-based contract, which they declined in favor of a guaranteed payment. And it was only after winning the World Cup the team realized that they would have earned more if they had accepted the original offer, which led to the lawsuit.
You can't sue someone for giving you the contract you asked for.
This was no surprise that the judge threw out the initial case, but in 2022, a final decision was settled. The court eventually ruled for a $24 million settlement in favor of the women's team, and it represented a historic victory for a team that was having more on-field success in terms of wins.
The players coming up next will have a much better ability to just play.
And so whether it be sports, modeling, corporate, or even as a YouTuber, ideally the most fair pay is based on the income that someone brings in and not their gender. And it's exactly why I probably shouldn't be getting paid as much money as Emma Chamberlain yet. But it raises the question, how about jobs where it's a bit more difficult to measure value? Why do you think women are underrepresented in certain positions that are very desirable at the moment, such as STEM jobs, as well as even executive jobs in general?
It's not that they're not getting the opportunities. They have to apply to these jobs. I'm a network engineer. I'm a plant engineer. I work outside. Women can't just start from here and go to there. But we are seeing that. If women get into jobs that are men dominated, you actually have an opportunity to move up. This is going to take time. This just started happening. People have to get positions and you have to stay in those positions.
But is this truly the case? Because even though women have dominated heel jobs representing 67% of healthcare workers, studies found that the average pay for women is about 24% lower than men.
That pay gap exists. Now, if you're a woman, that seems pretty unfair.
One study of 1.5 million hospitalizations found that female doctors' patients had significantly lower mortality. But despite this, female physicians still earn 10.9% less in revenue from office visits compared to male counterparts. And in traditionally male-dominated fields like STEM, studies reveal that women are earning $15,000 less on average.
Dang.
So there's evidence that the pay gap does indeed exist for women. But again, is it in the way that people commonly think, or are we overlooking important context?
What's the context?
That particular study only examined the median salary of full-time STEM jobs, which means it may not accurately capture the claim of different pay for equal work.
The claim that the wage gap between men and women is only due to sex is wrong.
And so there may be misconceptions regarding the precise cause and outcomes of this pay gap. Opponents that say that the gender pay gap isn't real would say that it's a myth propagated by feminism. What would you say to that?
I mean, we have statistics, right?
Yeah, I think like the common statistics out there is like 72 cents to $1. But I've also heard
God
like limitations
damn.
to that study where they say that it didn't take into account industry by industry.
I'm telling you right now, if I was I'm just opening up an OnlyFans. That you got me f***ed up if I'm getting 72 cents. Hell no, I'm getting someone else's. You could go, you know what? You want to give me 72 cents? Go ahead and make that $1 and then come back to me and take this coochie. You know what I mean? You gonna get this? I'm putting this motherfucker in your face, bro. What? Preach. I'm just saying, dude. F you talking about? I don't go. My coochie gonna be on billboards. I'm making that motherfucking money.
They took all the different pays and apparently didn't account for certain factors.
Yeah, I think it's real, but at the same time, you also have women making more than men. So.
Yeah, but then you're shamed for it. Who's shamed for it? I mean, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, if you have a kid and he go to school and someone pulls out, hey, I got your mom's OnlyFans. Yeah, that's a little bit of shame right there. But at the same time, they could go cry in a mansion when they get home. You feel me? Hey, oh, you sad? They bullying at you? Oh, okay. Here, take this Gucci linen napkin. Okay, go ahead and take that. Take my $700 in my pocket. Just go ahead, wipe your tears with that, you little bro. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, your mom's coochie's out there, but it's the reason why you have a home.
It happens. It's not a myth, but at the same time, you see like success stories where women are more like, you know, successful too. So there's hope.
So when individual decisions make up societal impact, uncovering the truth depends on considering the complete picture. And when certain industries have significant disparities in representation, it may suggest that both genders tend to have distinct interests. So whether it's fair or not, is our distinct inherent interests what's contributing to the pay gap? Do you think personal choices also have an account? For example, for a woman maybe giving birth. Do you think that impacts the gender pay gap in general?
Biologically, yes, there are differences. I think it's person to person because I'm a male that's interested in caretaking. Now it's like a change of roles and people realizing, oh, I can do more, and same thing with men.
Let's say 2 people working at Home Depot, one biological male, one biological female. The biological female can lift way more than the biological male. I will pay the biological female way more.
Do you think that's happening in a macro way in certain jobs? Men are performing better and vice versa.
I believe what happens is you come in and they say, okay, men and female lifting forklift, okay, female doesn't work here. You wouldn't even get to the point of the interview to get to find out about this. Women are portrayed as weaker, so there's way easier to just push like, no, you don't need more money.
They just may not be able
I don't think it's you don't need more money. I don't know. I feel like it's like this is a very nuanced conversation, and I feel like be saying anything. You know what I mean? I feel like just say anything. You know what I mean? Like I could just say some outlandish shit right now and then just be like, oh yeah, that's because of that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a case by case thing. And yeah, I think it's a little bit more nuanced, but I don't know.
Which men do, and that also will contribute. Doesn't mean that somebody works less or less harder. It's just a difference in like how we live.
So it's not just social differences, but biological differences between men and women that's contributing further to the pay gap. It's a nuance.
It's true,
not
bro.
Talked about it.
I feel like girls are just better caretakers when it comes to like if I got a fucking male nurse and I'm in a hospital, like don't touch me, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like what the fuck are you gonna? You're like, here, bro, take that. Oh, here you go. Like get the fuck out of my face, dude. You know what I mean? A girl nurse gonna come in. Hey, how you doing? Are you doing okay? Do you need any more medication? Have you gained some more? Like they, you know what I mean? I feel like just better caretakers, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yes, biologically agreed. Yeah, dude. I doubt you care. Yes, the fuck I would. If I got a grown ass man come in here, hell no. What the fuck you doing in my mouth? I think I'm getting robbed. If I got a broken leg, I'm popping up real quick. I'm hitting fucking, hey, don't touch me. You do nurse. You can be like, I am your nurse. No, the fuck you not. Get the fuck away from. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Not enough in this ongoing debate.
So what you doing if you got a male doctor? I mean, a male doctor, if he's touching my balls, I'm fine with it. If he's touching my balls, I'm cool with it. Like if it's like a ball check, you know what I mean? He doing all that. I don't want no grabbing my balls and making me cough, for sure.
Because even though women generally begin their careers with equal pay with men, the gap widens especially when they have a child.
I think the real reason that more women aren't in senior roles is that motherhood pay gap. Women are taking significantly more time out of the workforce.
Due to lower workforce participation.
I'll be honest, bro, you got a kid. Dude, my wife, she doesn't have to work. She don't even got to worry about none of this shit. If I'm having a kid, first of all, if I'm having a kid with anyone, they're well taken care of. My kid's gonna be taken care of. My wife's gonna be taken care of. My wife is not work. I mean, if she wants to work, she could go work. But bitch, you not working. You don't have to work. Like, what the fuck is that? Paternity leave sucks. I'm just saying, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know. 6 babies in a blender. What the fuck does that mean? What did you say in my chat? Raising a kid is a 24/7 job. Absolutely. If you're not raising it, bro. If my wife and me are not raising our kid, who the fuck's gonna raise our kid? I'm homeschooling my fucking kid. I'm taking that money. I'm doing everything with my child. Fuck that. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna be a real active parent. I don't get how motherfuckers could just send a kid to school and they don't even know what they're learning. They're just sending them out. It's crazy. That is insane to me. I don't know, dude. It's super scary. The mother can stay at home. Maintenance is something that can't be sustained in today's age. What is that? What does that mean?
Mothers aged 25 to 44 compared to childless women in the same age group. Coupled with the absence of mandated paid maternity leave in countries like the US, mothers are less likely to pursue promotions and less likely to get them.
I'm not able to put in 100% at work, so I don't feel comfortable asking for this pay raise or promotion.
While on the other hand, fathers are more likely to be in the workforce and also more likely to experience the fatherhood premium compared to childless men and command higher pay due to perceived higher competence, commitment, and stability. But at the same time, is this providing the full picture? Because women are increasingly more likely to attain higher education, while men still make up the majority of inmates, victims of violent crime, and individuals working lower paying menial jobs. And so are we comparing a relatively small proportion of successful men?
Like, are we looking at the
to
1%?
Population? Men are definitely overrepresented when it comes to executive position. But wouldn't you say that men are also like pretty overrepresented when it comes to menial jobs?
True.
Bricklayers, sewer system workers.
That's true. I mean, it's hard work, so obviously women probably don't want to do it.
Well, that's a pretty big generalization. Would you say women are not as hardworking as men?
I'm just saying, like, from me having to call 10 different plumbers, they're all men and not women.
Because when discussing equal representation, should the conversation just focus solely on desirable industries like STEM? Should it also focus on blue-collar jobs, some that pay pretty damn well? Does the overrepresentation of men in these certain industries explain the fact that men feel greater pressure to prioritize financial success, even with jobs that are not traditionally seen as the most desirable? Would you date a guy that makes less than you?
No.
No.
Well,
No
I mean,
woman
yes.
would, bro. No, you wouldn't. Girls don't date down. That's like for sure like a thing. You know what I mean? That's just like, yeah, chat. I'm gonna be honest. You could say no or whatever the fuck, but like if you got, let's say, I do, no, you don't. And if you do, you're giving up your coochie for free, bro. You fucking up. I would never fuck with a bum or a bum man. You know what I mean? Listen, at least I'm gonna tell women picky as fuck. It's not even picky. It's just like, you gotta make as much as me or more. Yeah, it's just how it is. If women just don't date down, bro. You know what I mean? Let's say if you got a car in your own apartment, right? You're not gonna go date some bum with no car and lives with his mom. You see what I'm saying? If you're making $100K a year, you know what I mean? You're not gonna go date some McDonald's worker that's making $30 or $30K a year. It's just not standard. That's just how it is, though. You feel me? That's just life. You can argue it if you want, but that's just life, bitch.
If I wasn't single, but I'm not single, so that's not a valid question.
Men have more audacity to make the ask. They're more likely to push each other as men to say, hey, you gotta make more money, you gotta make more, ask for more. Women, they think about this differently. Maybe more of a timing factor, say they want to become a mother or they want to have a family.
And despite the progress in gender equality, is this pressure on men to prioritize financial success contributing more to the gender?
If I really love the person, it doesn't matter how much they make. Yeah, but I'm saying the initial attraction, you're not gonna fall in love with a fucking broke bum that lives with his mom and has no car and has no job. You know what I mean? You don't fall in love with that type of person. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing admirable about that. So you wouldn't even get to the point of, oh, I love them, I'll take care of him and do it. No. You know what I mean? Even if you can say like, oh, I love him. The moment he loses his fucking job and he starts fucking losing it, I say give him 3 months and he just fumble and he just lose his job, lose his house, lose his car, I guarantee you that girl, you could say you love him all, oh, I love you. You don't gotta worry about that. You probably looking at other options though. You gonna go on Instagram and see, damn, my girlfriend just went out with her man to Bahamas. You know what I mean? You gonna be like, damn, I need a man that could take me to Bahamas, bro. You know what the is this? Why I'm with this bum and I'm taking care of him. I'm not his mom. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You feel me? And that's not a bad thing to think. That's not a bad thing to think. I think men are just, they're loved for how useful they are. You know what I mean? They're just loved for how useful, and that's just a fact. You feel me? The moment you cease being like useful, it's just, you're gone, dude. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Pay gap than societal barriers that are hindering women from achieving the same? Because if so, what can we do about it?
When companies move fast, it can backfire. But Light, you have a company that's doing okay. Like, they go in a different direction because they want to appease a different audience. And now look what's happening. Stocks going down, they're losing money. They put a woman in a position where she was not qualified, made decisions that ended up hurting the company in the end. So it's going to happen, but over time, you can't force it.
I think there's always going to be inequality, but then in the future, I think the gap will be smaller. We are going away from the traditional roles. Since we are trying to equalize everything, we just will find the right balance.
I don't know why the fuck we're going away from traditional roles. Like, chat, I wouldn't want my wife working. I wouldn't want my daughter working. I wouldn't want my grandkids working. You know what I mean? Huh? What I'm saying is I wouldn't want, okay, hold on. What I'm saying is I wouldn't want them to have to work. Okay, hold on now. What are you mad about right now? Wait, hearing you out. Hold on, let him speak. Chat's already going crazy. I'm hearing you out. Okay, think about it. If I can provide for my whole family, my daughter, my wife, my grandkids, right? If you're like, if I have a son, bitch, you go work. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But like my daughter, my wife, they're not gonna have to work. They can if they want, but they're not gonna have to work. And if that's traditional, I'm fine with being traditional. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Side eye, it's fine. Again, I'm not gonna marry you. You're not gonna be my wife. You don't gotta worry about it. You're gonna be with an ain't shit man with a Honda Civic, living your shitty life throughout smoking Newport. All right, Newport 100. You feel me? Like, I don't give a I'm not trying to impress y'all, chat. I'm not trying to you guys. But what I'm saying is my thoughts. You could be mad if you want. You know what I mean? But traditional is peak. I feel like the women should still be able to work even while the man works, because everything can happen and they might split up. Yeah, I guess, but like if I'm taking care of my wife and my daughter, there should be no reason to work. If you want to work, you can, but let's be honest, it's work sucks. Does anyone in here actually like your job? Be honest. No, work fucking sucks. Okay. And the fact that I'm like, listen, you don't have to work, and you guys are like, oh my God, wow, you don't want them to work. Like, yeah, no, I don't want them to work. If they want to, they can, but work fucking sucks. Would you not rather here take my card, go hang out with your friends? You know what I mean? Go have fun. You feel me? If you don't work, you're just ass. No, not at all. Absolutely not. My job is fun and pay is good. Yeah. Okay. When you wake up at 6 a.m., I bet you think the same exact thing, right? You wake up, oh, I'm so excited to go to work today. Here, let me hit my alarm. Oh, let me go to my job. It's so fun. I convinced myself it's actually fun. Yeah, I love capitalism. Shut up, dude. What are y'all talking about, dude?
Everything. We just will find the right balance of things, and everybody would get what they deserve.
And as we continue to advance as a society, it's an important reminder that in an ideal world,
I think there's also a level of freedom with having your own money. But even that, like when you know what I know, it's like every relationship, like, bro, your money's always gonna be your money. Like when a girl's in a relationship, a girl, that money is her money. I don't think any man's dipping into their girl's shit. But I feel like a girl would dip into her what's it called, their man shit. Does that make sense? I think y'all just get triggered because you'd be like, I want freedom. No, you all have my own job. You can't tell me if I can't work. You know what I mean? And it's like, sure, go fucking work. Yeah, go deal with some fucking assholes all day. No one likes work, bro. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's like the most, like, I don't know. It's just stupid shit to me. It's real stupid shit to me. I want freedom to never work. Bye. Exactly, bro. Okay, well, most of us are in our early 20s. That's why. It doesn't matter if you're in your early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. No one likes to work. What are you talking about? Some toxic men will withhold finances. Okay, and some toxic women will fucking drain their man's bank. You know what I mean? Like, why are we so focused on that? What I'm talking about in my head, y'all could have some real fucked up vision. I don't give a what the fuck y'all fucked up vision is of whatever the fuck. In my head, I'm thinking I'm taking care of my wife. My wife is then taking care of me, and we are good. That is a healthy relationship. You understand? Y'all can talk about, oh, but the man is gonna have all the money and he's gonna use it. I'm sure there's some fucking real sick people that would hold some fucking money over someone's head and it's like, oh, you can't do that, and be real controlling. That's not what's in my head though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And again, you can think about a gold digger that only wants a man for his money. You know what I mean? Like, we could go both ways with it, chat.
Equality is a given right, but as history shows, it's actually more of a privilege. And with privilege comes responsibilities. Because it's only when we start exploring the nuances of issues when we will realize that what we truly want isn't equality of outcome, but rather equality of opportunity. In your mind, do you think there's gender equality in America?
I think the answer is yes, but then you have to break it down in industries.
Most important thing about the pay difference is the fact that the conversation is happening. Before, I don't think it would happen, you know?
And it's only when we engage in conversation with others and taking into account the broader perspective that we can finally realize that we need each other more than ever. And that's the mission, to explore the unfamiliar. And with that, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more content where I turn street interviews into investigative journalism. But hold on, before you leave,
like this guy,
I recently
bro.
created a Discord for like-minded individuals like yourself to discuss and debate the various topics, as well as holding live Q&As. And I'd love to have your support in being one of the early members in building our mission.
I like this guy, bro. Links in the description if you guys want to check out this YouTube video. I would 10 recommend this. I think I'm going to check out more of his content, bro. I hope he doesn't mind me posting this on YouTube, but this is nice.